The Duwamish River, running through the city of Seattle, with origins in the Cascade Mountain Range. It lies at the end of a 93-mile-long green Duwamish River system and drains out of Elliott Bay and into Puget Sound. Approximately 200 years ago, the condition of the Duwamish waterway was completely different, with each of the four original rivers that made up the waterway, the Green, White, Black, and Cedar, draining into the Duwamish and Elliott Bay. However, the industrialization of Seattle in the 20th century led to the diversion, destruction, and disappearance of the White, Cedar, and Black rivers, leaving behind only the Green and Duwamish River. Moving forward 100 years' time to the year 2010, the salmon that formerly flourished in the Duwamish are gone, and the river tidal marshes have been deeply contaminated by years of toxic industrial and municipal waste. In April of 2010, a 37-foot gray whale that had fed in the industrial waters of Puget Sound, connected to Elliott Bay and the Duwamish, was found dead near the Fulton Roy ferry dock in West Seattle, with sweatpants, a golf ball, surgical gloves, towels, small pieces of plastic, and over 20 plastic bags found inside the whale's stomach. The discovery of a dead whale so full of plastic and other municipal waste brought intense scrutiny to the pollution levels of the Duwamish River and Puget Sound. According to a 2007 study conducted by Maggie Dutch, a benthic ecologist from the State Department of Ecology, levels of toxic metals such as mercury, lead, and tin were all lower, but others such as plasticizers were higher. The passing of toxic pollution up the food chain through biomagnification leaves all mammals susceptible to the dangers of consuming plastic and chemicals, like the gray whale. Unfortunately, this incident is not unique to the Puget Sound area, and thousands of species are constantly at risk from the input of harmful pollutants into the world's waterways each year. Most of the commonly found of which is plastic. The amount of plastic in oceans has reached such an outrageous amount that a 2008 New York Times article has reported not even oceanographers can tell exactly how much plastic is out there, but depending on where samples are taken, oceanographers have found that between 60 and 95% of today's marine debris is made up of plastic. Based off of data from the Plastic Pollution Coalition, 300 million tons of plastic is produced globally each year, with 35 billion water bottles thrown away by Americans every year, and only about 10% of which is recycled. Plastic is a material the earth cannot digest and piles up in landfills in the environment, lasting for centuries. While a difficult problem, 4 steps can be taken to prevent this problem from growing any larger with the concerted efforts of people everywhere. So begin by saying no to disposable plastic or reducing the amount of plastic you use instead choosing products made out of materials that can be recycled, like glass or paper, and recycle all the plastic that you may already have. At the end of the day, you can help bridge the gap between humans and the environment by taking the initiative and helping to keep the world's waterways clean by joining volunteer programs like Seattle's Duwamish River Cleanup Coalition. We can all do our part to make a change. So when will you begin?